Welcome back to Hegra Fortress. It's day 6. This snow is getting thicker and thicker. Will it never end? Oh dear. Move. So it's snowy. Move the snow marker 1 spot right. Move the snow marker 1 additional step to the right. Oh no. Yeah, this snow is getting thicker and thicker. If it goes right one more time, draw 1 tile from the hit bag. We're going to take some damage somewhere. Yeah, that's not great, is it? Okay, time to recruit. Oh my goodness. And what was it, 5 infantry? Yeah, there's going to be 5 this time. So yesterday it was sunny and that helped the German advance. Well, today it's snowy and the German advance is not ceasing. All right, let's see what happens. No doubt, no doubt. Oh, a medic. Okay. All right. The inevitable doubt token is coming, I'm sure. No, a soldier. Well, I'm definitely stopping. I think, have we not, is it just not doubt left now? There's 1 farmhand volunteer left in that bag. Right, that was a good pull. That was a good pull. Now for those infantry. Right, so they're all coming into sector 1. And then an infantry attack is rolling 5 dice. Wow. We have got 1, can you believe it? Oh my goodness. 1, 1, 1, 2, 2. They've all stayed. They've all stayed. They've all stayed in waiting. Wow. Is this the day of good luck? Now I'm nervous. Something bad's bound to happen. It's never that easy. Well, I've got a good recruit pull. And that infantry attack is good. I mean, the truth is, I don't have enough supplies. I've got 5 supplies. We didn't get those supplies back like we wanted to last time. I didn't open enough supply routes. I can't keep burning supplies to get people back. But the longer the game goes on, the less value we get out of our supplies. So let's see. We'll spend 1. Let's start with spending 1 and we'll get 3 soldiers back. We'll spend another. We'll get another 3 back. And we'll rest 2. See, as we head into turn 7, this is going to go down to just 2. We only get 2 back. So yeah, I think that makes sense. But I don't have to use all those soldiers. I could rest them. Have I been handed an opportunity by these dice? Has the snow slowed their attack? I've got to fire these guns and try and take this lot out. I've got to bolster my defences. Right, that medic's got to come over here. The other thing is, the longer the game goes on, the harder it is to get supplies. So I've got to send people up on supply runs. I have to. There's no point spending more than 3. Do I send 2? It's really snowy today. The weather is dreadful for going on supply runs. It really is. We'll put 1 over here, at least. But do I want 2 more? Do you know what? I'm tempted. Oh boy, this is tough. I'm tempted to send everyone out now. I have this guy shovel snow just to keep that at bay. And then, of course, my captain is going to inspire. That's the plan. Okay, you with me? So let's start by defending the walls. I haven't put my captain up to the field telephone this time. I want to push morale up. It's a red day, so morale's going to go down. I don't want that, so that's going to neutralise that. at least. Yeah, all right, let's do this. Let's do this. We've got 2 defenders. We're going to roll 2 dice. And we've got 2 hits. Excellent. Done. Right, the dice are being good to me. This is my lucky day. Day 6. Is 6 my lucky number? Possibly. Fire artillery. We've got 2 soldiers here. Gun 1 is going to hit here. Which is going to take out the rest. It's sector 3. We do have to roll for a jam check. We're looking for a 3+. A 6. It is my lucky day. It is my lucky day. 6 is good. Okay, gun 2. I'm going to the airfield. I mean, I could take these out, but I've got a unit here, and that's going to hit them as well. It doesn't remove them, but it does lower their morale because they've got to go into hiding. Its friendly fire is going to reduce morale. I don't want that to happen. I mean, I could go up here and hit these, but no. I'm going to go for the airfield. You can only resolve each option once per round. Removing this air stack is a good idea. This is the one that hits our supplies, but I like this +2 morale. Yeah, I'm tempted by that one. Do I go for that? Do you know what? I'm going to go for this. I'm going to go for this. Okay, +2 morale. That's my choice. 1, 2. We're on +2. Then we have to check for jam at the airfield. This is pretty much guaranteed. You need a 6. So let's see what we can do. Oh, it's there. We've got it. We've got it. 6+. It is our lucky day. Okay, no jam. Wow, pretty sure our luck is going to change soon, probably next. Supply runs. We've got 3 units going out. So fortress, we can only move 4. The hunter is not penalised. They're going to come back. 1, 2, 3. Then we've got 3 coming out. These are all going to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go one. I'm going to go this way and then stop and lower suspicion. These 2 soldiers are going to head 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one's going to go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and stop. Lower suspicion. 1, 2, 3, 4. But this time, I'm going to fight. We automatically remove a patrol marker. Then we roll a d6. If we roll higher than a 1, we're okay. Suspicion will tick up by 1. But if we roll equal or less than suspicion level, if we roll a 1, in this case, then the defender is going to be injured. So anything other than 1 is what we're looking for. It's a 4. Okay, so we're good. Suspicion level goes up 1. That ends our supply runs. We've got 1 soldier coming back. Hunter coming back. So he's tired. We've got a supply here, +2 supplies. That's 3 supplies. We've got 3, so we're going to 6. Yeah, 5 + 1, 6. Great. That's removed. Suspicion goes up, morale goes up. So suspicion's up to 3. Morale track up to +3. Job done. Okay, maintenance. We've got a captain here inspiring us, moving the morale all the way up to the top. And then we've got a farmhand shoveling snow. So we're getting away from that 5, back down to that 4. It's not great, but it'll do. I feel that was well, I don't know. I was going to say it was an expensive use of one of our volunteers, but I guess it helps. It helps. Every little helps. Okay, medic is going to treat twice. Medics count twice. 1, 2. I think that's the best thing. Or do we treat this one twice? 1, 2. Yeah, let's do that. Let's treat this one twice. Okay. Move all patients up. So we're rescuing 1. This goes up to the 3 spots. And then finally, morale. So it is a red day. Now, if at any time this morale track would go above +3, then you add 1 hope card to the low morale deck instead. So what that means is, when we hit red day, we're at the +3. It's actually going to drop down to +2. Make sense? And it says, draw 3 high morale cards and resolve 2. I'm pretty sure there's a despair in here somewhere. I don't know where I'm going to give it a shuffle. Let's keep this thing shuffling. I can't remember if I've shuffled these or not shuffled these. I don't know. Let's do it. Right, draw 3, resolve 2. Okay. We're okay. We're okay. There's no despair. We can lower suspicion by 2 levels, which I like. Or add 2 new volunteers to the recruit bag or gain 1 supply. Very good. Move 2 defenders from the tired area to the ready area. Oh, these are also great. Right, well, I'm definitely doing this one. We're adding 2 volunteers to the recruit bag. I mean, that's as good as 2 supplies right there. Now, do I ready 2 defenders, which is potentially saving me 1 supply, or do I lower suspicion? I think, oh my gosh, this is tough. I'm kind of getting to the end of where I'm going to be with supply runs, I think. I mean, these supplies are not going to come back for quite some time. Do you know what? I think I'm going to go for this one. I'm going to get some defenders back, so I'm not spending supplies. Just because, you know, this is what's happening with the way I've been spending my actions. Yeah. Yeah, we'll push that one back in. Right, these are going into the bag. That's discarded. Move 2 defenders from tired to ready. 2 soldiers. Gosh, this is tough. It's saved me 1 supply, hasn't it? That's all it's done. It's saved me 1 supply. But 1 supply is 1 supply. Wow, the decisions in this game are just so painful. Okay, we've got retreat, and retreat says resolve this at the end of day 6. Place 1 artillery on each space marked with an artillery symbol on the yellow row on the map. Our artillery is coming from the left end of this track and going into the yellow area here. We've got 1, 2, 3. Okay, spots 1, spots 2, and spot 4. Next, it says move the supply marker 1 step to the right and lower the defense by 1. So supply marker is now at the 2-step, defense is now at 1. Third, it says remove the first attack board from the main board. Move any infantry from first attack board to sector 1 of the main board. And then place 1 status tile on the machine gun action space. This is now the main board revealed. Here's the machine gun space. And we've got a spare status tile like the guns. This is the jammed side, unjammed, face up on the machine gun. We're moving into the next stage of the game, the first siege. Okay. Incidentally, I've been reading little excerpts from the historical background. I'm going to do this again for you now. During the siege, there was a need for a constant stream of supplies. Bread baking became organised in the nearby villages, and many dangerous trips were made to bring ammunition and provisions into Hegra Fortress. The most important supplier was the farm Hoset, a 9-kilometre-long march south. To avoid being captured by the Germans, they frequently changed the route. Nevertheless, things went wrong on April 25th. A supply patrol ran into Germans by Flaxen, where 3 of them were captured, and 1 was left behind by the Germans, believing he was mortally wounded after a gunfight where he shot and killed a German. He survived after being evacuated and brought to a hospital. Back at the fortress, the men had to sleep in the dark and damp tunnels, using nothing but straw as mattresses. In the beginning, food was cooked down at the camp, but with the threat of aerial attacks and artillery fire, eating and cooking were moved into the mountain. It's tough. The realities of this it was tough. Wow. Day 7, and we've got some tough decisions of our own to make in this game. I want you to remember our mission. No artillery on the map. At the end of turn 8, we get 1 supply reward. 9, if we decide to cash this in. End of turn 9, 1 morale, 1 supply. Turn 10, move the surrender marker down 1 spot. 1 morale, 1 supply. If this is not complete by the end of turn 11, then we failed and we lose 3 morale. This stage of the game is important now because, and we've not really covered this yet because it's not been applicable, but after resolving the morale track at the end of the turn, we do need to be adjusting our surrender track. It goes up 1 spot if there's 3 or more defenders in the morgue. We haven't had any. 4 or more defenders in the waiting area. It goes up 1. We've not had any. It goes up 1 if there's 6 artillery on the map. Okay, that's the maximum. We've currently got 3. And then during the siege stage, which is where we are now, if we have fewer than the required number of healthy defenders left, you immediately lose the game. The required number of defenders is indicated here on the surrender track. So we're currently at honourable surrender. Okay, if this track goes up or down, then these numbers change. We currently need 5. The number of healthy defenders is those in the tired, rest, ready areas or in these defensive positions. If they're in the infirmary or out on supply runs, they are not healthy defenders. They're not defending the fortress. So at the moment, we have 11. Okay. Remember, our aim is to survive the siege, survive last stand with enough healthy defenders. Okay. So even if we manage to get to the end, if we get to the end without enough healthy defenders, which is at least this number, okay, equal to or more than, we would still lose, okay, even if we made it all the way to the end. So that's really important. Keeping our guys standing and healthy is what's important. That means they need to be supplied, they need to be resisting this onslaught, because if these German infantry can charge, break through, and hit our defenders, we're going to lose, okay? And we can't get defenders out here firing guns, manning the defences if they're all tired. So supplies, keeping these guys ready and fighting and defending the fortress is our aim from here on in. Okay, Siege 1, Day 7. We've got 2 turns of Siege 1. This is at the start of the siege, and then the final Siege 2 and last stand. And you know what, I've just realised something. I added 2 of these peasants to the bag. I shouldn't have done that because we can't recruit anymore. I don't know what I was thinking. So a little undo. So on that last high morale card, add 2 new farmhand volunteers to recruit bag or gain 1 supply. We should have gained 1 supply. Yeah, we're not going to be pulling any more recruits from the bag from here on in. So yeah, that's fair. I think that's fair. Okay, all right, that's better. Yeah, that's where we should be. Okay, let's push on. Let's push on turn 7 then. Siege 1, let's do our events. We found an injured German next to the walls. So maybe after we'd cleared out this German advance, we have 1 survivor to deal with. It's snowy again. Oh my gosh. Now I'm glad I pushed this down. Right, so weather's still poor. There's no let up here, is there? Wow. Move 1 German infantry from the reserve to level 1 in the infirmary. Okay, so this German infantry, we're doing a good thing. We had to take him in. It was the right thing to do. It was the right thing to do. We're all in this together, unfortunately. Okay. So yeah, we don't get to pull any more reserves now. I mean, the siege has happened. The doors are shut. There's no one coming in from the farms, from the woodlands. We are who we are. But we got more bad things happening instead. This one says we take the leftmost stack of air tiles from the main board and we add them to the hit bag. That's these up here. So the leftmost stack, there's 2 tiles in here. These ones say -1 supply. They're going into the hit bag. So these represent aerial bombardments from the Germans. Okay, and there you go. We'll give that a good shuffle when we have to draw from it. And that's what this next icon tells us. We have to go and look at the artillery track. Okay. Remember, we pulled 3 artillery from here. Now these artillery are covering numbers on this track. What we've got to do is look at the number that's revealed to the left of the artillery. Okay, so we're looking at this number 5, this spot here. This little artillery marker, this thing's going up and down. If it would go, we've kind of got a little bit of a buffer now. If there's events and so on that push this up, it's not going to start placing artillery on the map for quite some time. This isn't covering up these numbers, so don't be fooled by this. This is just a little positional marker representing kind of the Germans' readiness to put more artillery out on the board. But what we're looking at now is this number here, this number 5. Artillery that's out there on the map, there's 3 of them, which means this number 5 is uncovered, means we're going to pull 5 tiles from the hit bag. This is the strength of the German artillery. And some of that could be, as I've just seen, actually aerial bombardment. So the artillery softens this up, the aerial bombardment follows this up. But we're hoping for a fair number of misses from this bag. So let's give it a good old shake. We've got to draw 5 of them, and it isn't pretty. It is not pretty. But this is where we can use our guns. We can use our guns and take out this artillery, put them back on this track because they join here, and if this red marker was in the way, it would push it left. Okay, as we add artillery back on, as we damage artillery with our guns, and thereby reduce the strength of the German artillery. We'll be drawing fewer tokens from this bag as we move forward. So this really is important for us. But remember, there's miss tokens in here. We want to pull some misses, but we've got to get 5 of them. Let's see if we can get some misses from here. Luck has been with us. They say lucky 7, but I think turn 6 was our lucky. Right, we've got 1. Now we only start resolving them after we've pulled them all out. Oh, we got another artillery tile. 5 of these, really. Gun 2. Now, come on, we want some misses. I don't even know how many misses we've got in here. Gun 1. Last one. Come on, let it be a miss. Gun 1. Just to show you what we're dealing with. We had some misses in there, but we didn't get any of them. So, maybe our luck has run out after all. So gun 2 is out of action. That damages this last space. I'm not happy about that. And gun 1 didn't fare much better. So this is probably just about the worst situation. Well, at least we've got one. At least we've got one of our gun 1s still standing. That's really scuppered our plans. My plan was to use these and take out this artillery. Right, that's not going to be happening, is it? We did put an air tile out as well, so that's -1 supply. So we'll lose 1 supply. That goes back in the reserve. And now the artillery tile, the artillery marker is moving 1 space to the right. If it would reach a German artillery piece, then that would go out on the board. But like I said, we do have a bit of a buffer here. but it does mean if we do defeat artillery and put it back out here, they're more likely to bring it back out onto the board. And also these artillery tiles, they go back in the hit bag, they don't come out. Okay, not quite over yet. We've got an infantry attack. It says ×4, so we've got 4 infantry. 1, 2, 3, 4 coming down in sector 1. That's not too bad, I suppose. Okay, let's roll some dice. So we've got 4 infantry here. Let's roll 4 dice. We want low rolls, please. 2 6s, 2 2s. So the 2s I like, the 6s I don't like. You'll notice that grenades are not close enough in sectors 1 and 2. They've got to move all the way up here before they'll start throwing grenades over the walls. But they've got 2 hits. Current defense level is only 1. We're going to take 1 hit. They're injuring this defender. We do have a bed. 1 here. Let's see where he goes. Come on, roll high. This time we want high, please. 4. Okay, well, 4 it is. Could have been worse. Oh, that German infantry. Well, a man's a man. We've got to help him. They're going to move back here. Okay. All right. There they are then. Wasn't too bad. A little bit of a scare. They've really done the number on our guns. I'm not happy about that at all. Let's get some people fed and watered. I'm probably going to rest too. I really don't want to spend too many supplies if I can help it. Do I spend any? Maybe I'll spend 1. Let's spend 1 supply. And who are we going to take back? Let's take these 2 back. I think that's the order of the day. And now I want to put more defenders up here. I know I want to fire my guns. I know I want to put a medic in the infirmary. And I want to do some repairs here as well. This is not pretty. It's getting bad. It's getting bad. We do have this reckless defense coming up. I mean, it automatically hits 2 German infantry attackers, but it also injures the defender. So these guys could be doing this as well at some point, but only up to their hit range. So you know that farmhands aren't that great. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep these repairing. I think the other option is to bolster. Maybe I need to bolster my defense a bit more. Keep having to take defend. I'm going to repair. Oh man, I just had an unlucky roll. 2 6s down there. It was not lucky. Yeah, it was bad. Okay, that's what we're doing. So let's start defending the walls. I'm going to start with this guy over on the left here. I'm going to do this one separately because he's in a different position. He's in position A. Anyone in positions A, B and C can use the machine gun. I'm contemplating. Remember, I'm looking for a 4, 5 or a 6 as a hit. 1, 2 or 3 as a suppress. It's a 4, that's a hit. 1 hit. We're a soldier, we have range down here, that's really good. And we've got a soldier in defensive position A. With this defender, we can use a machine gun. Okay? You can only do that if the machine gun is unjammed, which it is currently. But 1 to 3 will suppress 3 infantry, 4 to 6 will hit 3. We can spend a supply to get +2 on the die. but it will jam up after using it. But I'm tempted to just try and stay on top of these guys. Do I want to spend a supply? I don't. I'm going to use a 50-50, take the odds. Soldiers have range all the way down here, so we could take out all 3 of these with this one defender. We need a 4, 5, or a 6. Come on. No, it's a 2. If we'd have spent a supply, we'd have got it. But a 2's not good enough. We have only suppressed these 3. Okay. We've slowed them down. But the machine gun is automatically jammed. So it's a one-time use until we unjam it. And we can unjam using a repair. But do we want to do that? I don't know yet. I don't know. What I do know is I want to move over here to fire artillery now. So we've got 2 units here who tire. We've only got 1 revealed crosshair. We can hit a map row and hit 1 artillery or patrol per revealed crosshair. I've got a unit here, so if I hit that, I will make that defender lose 1 morale. So I might just take a different one. I'm going to take out an artillery piece. Let's take out this one while I can. So that goes back. So we've hit them a little. I'm not happy about the strength of my guns. I'm really not happy. Now we need to do a jam check. So on this line, it's 5+. Our rolls have been good though. Let's see what happens. 1, 2, 3. No! Is this the way? Is this the way it's going to go? Our gun is jammed. It's not damaged. It's jammed. So that's not pretty. Our artillery is mucked up completely now. But all is not lost. We have our repair action. I wanted to repair this, but now I'm thinking I'm going to unjam. I can unjam the machine gun. I've got to do this. I've got to keep this progressing. Oh boy. Let's unjam our big guns. All right. Supply runs. We've got no new supply runs coming. The weather is poor. We've got move 4, but our people are just moving up here anyway. 1, 2. These 2 are moving up and stopping. Right, so they're taking a mistile each. We really want some mistiles. That's it for supply runs. Treating a patient in bed twice. Do this action twice. I'm going to do 1 here, 1 here. Relapse and recovery. Everyone goes up 1. This one's coming back. Okay. And then morale. It's not a red day. We're not out of supplies. No defenders in the waiting area. We don't have anyone in red sectors. So morale track, it's at 0, so nothing's happening there. That's it. But end of day 7, we do have 2 patrols. And then we're moving to turn 8. So 2 patrols. This is going to make getting those supplies back all the harder. Let's see where they're going. I want anything other than a 1 or a 4. We don't want 1s and 4s. Let's see. A 2. Okay, that's good. And a 3. All right, good. Finally. These are coming in here, a 2 and a 3. Well, turn 7 was a little bit of a mixed bag. I mean, turn 6 was lucky. Turn 7 was, yeah, our guns took a hammering. Wow. We can't fulfill this mission at the end of turn 8 unless we can get rid of 2 guns. Can we repair? Can we repair? Can we use our supplies? Should we use our supplies? I mean, we'll get supply back as a reward if we do it. So turn 8 is going to be interesting. I think we've left ourselves with a little bit, or rather the Germans have left us with a little bit too much work to do. Turn 7 was punishing. Wow, what a start to the siege. All right, folks, join me next time. We'll see how our fight for the halls of Hegra continues.